Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kill Beat Strategy. I'm Pete. I'm a top player in Risk Global Domination. I have a daily show on YouTube. I do weekday streams on Twitch, and if you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels and come along the ride with me. And this is Classic World Domination. Fixed. The neutral bot alliance is on, Fog Blizzard portals are off, and I'm in the third seed. Playing as black, and the question of the day is about ethics and morality, specifically the idea of entrapment. So the question goes like this. A woman with a younger woman, her pupil, ventures into a bad part of a city. They do so with full knowledge that they both A, are going there, and B, openly displaying their wealth, such that they will be attacked by bandits in an alleyway. She then uses a form of magic to kill all four of the bandits that come to rob and rape them. Afterwards, she claims the act was in self-defense and forces her pupil to study the morality of killing so they can discuss it. So what is your question? The floor is yours, Blacksmith. I would like to answer a specific question, right? You guys, I really request that. I love talking about stuff, but you got to lead me in the right direction. I don't necessarily know what you're asking. You're just like, what are your thoughts? I have millions of thoughts. I have infinite thoughts, and they go in all directions. So we have the scenario. What is that? What question does that scenario make you ask? Hey, how you doing, Nico? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we got so many troops in Asia. Does your question kind of lead to the idea of entrapment? This looks like a North America spawn. The question is whether you think her actions were ethically or morally correct. Was it indeed self-defense or was it murder? Oh, okay, excellent. Those are three questions. Question number one. Were her actions ethically or morally correct? My answer is correct depending on who. So the way I do ethics, the way I do morality, things are correct in context, right? I'm not an objective ethicist, so I don't think that there is a universal law or rule. I'm not a Kantian, right? I think more you have to approach things probabilistically and contextually, right? They change over time. So, were her actions ethically or morally correct? Well, yeah, according to the story she would tell herself. No, according to those who ended up being her victim. And maybe, according to us as the impartial third-party observer. Was indeed self-defense? Yes. So self-defense implies being attacked. It's very important not to victim blame in this case. She was attacked because she was dressed like that is an oft-used and in very bad taste argument, right? I don't think anyone deserves to be attacked, regardless of what they may be wearing. Now, this is I'm saying this tongue-in-cheek, but this is actually a very serious criticism of that type of argument, right? That just because she's wearing jewelry, dressed in the vestments of wealth, that she should somehow be made a righteous victim of another, that does not suit my ethical standard at all. And your third part of the question, was it murder? Well, I mean, that's definitional. If you think of the difference between self-defense and murder, I think there's an implied judgment going on, even suggesting that there's a difference, right? So self-defense is somehow righteous, whereas murder is not. I don't know. I don't really like to think of killing as justifiable, as just that's a general rule. But I don't actually think we've gotten to the meat of your question. Obviously, you need to actually read the chapter, form your own complete opinion. It's probably more nuanced than I was able to give you here. No, I think you did a great job. But I think the meat of the question, if I were to take the most philosophically interesting part of that, which I don't think we've touched on yet, perhaps I'm the one who's deciding what's interesting, but the most interesting part to me is that is it ever righteous or justifiable to be attacked? And then if you knew ahead of time that that was going to happen, would that change whether or not it was righteous or justifiable? And I think those two questions are deeper because I think our default assumption here has to be that the world is unfair. Okay. So the world, a lot of people have kind of what I would like to describe as like maybe the ape brain theory of justice view of the universe, right? That there is such a thing as justice. The universe ultimately has some sort of karmic law where things balance out and justice and the scales are balanced, right? Libra, the mythological idea of justice, is represented in scales, or yin and yang, right? Harmony is represented in this balance. I don't think that works very well. I don't think the universe abides by rules of harmony or justice, really. And I think if we critically analyze the universe that we see, we discover that to be true. So you win the 5v3. Good job. I think I'm going to die to a lucky purple set. Oh, fuck off, Magenta. You're taking Australia. Magenta gives me the thumbs down. Suck my cock. So, where was I? I was talking about entrapment, right? I was talking about the idea of, did the woman act unethically because she knowingly put herself in a situation where she would be attacked? That's far more interesting. Yes, I was hoping this would happen. Yes, get him. Fuck him in the bum. I think that's the most interesting part. So there is a Tom Cruise movie. I think it's a Spielberg movie. If you guys never saw it, it's called Minority Report. And in the world of Minority Report, they have these 3 telepathic humans who are able to predict the near future, but the only thing they predict is imminent murder. So what happens is they see criminals, they see the crimes before the crimes have been committed, and then Tom Cruise's job as a cop, as a future cop, is to attack those criminals. Not attack, is to apprehend those criminals, right? But then, of course, as plots would develop, I don't want to spoil the movie, but so spoiler alert for Minority Report, it's a 25-year-old film. It's great. Watch it. I really liked it. Tom Cruise gets found out to be one of the people accused of committing a pre-crime, and right, this is a similar scenario. God, okay, so that's the first suck my since I joined. Took 5 minutes, dude. I'm I don't hold back on the show. He's the lead. Yes, he's the lead investigator of the pre-crime unit. Bingo. So I'm allied with green. I'm allied with magenta. I should ally with purple because purple seems to be directly benefiting my life here. He. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lord. All right. This is funny. Shrug. That was a good movie. Thank you. I liked it too. Minority Report is such a good movie. So there you are. So that is the answer to your question, is that I don't think, if we want to talk about theories of justice in the world, which I don't particularly like to spend much time talking about, but if we are going to do that, I don't think it's useful to waste our energy on the idea. Jesus, this is so much death. I don't think we need to waste our energy on the idea that you are guilty for a crime you have yet to commit. I think that's nonsense. And I think it's safe to say that that idea should be thought of as nonsense. Okay, so this is actually a very instructive scenario for y'all. So this is what I like to call the greed point. So we're not here trying to hold the Americas. We're here trying to hold North America. And if Magenta takes South America, then we're in a balanced 3-player. If Magenta breaks both, we're at war. If Magenta lets me have it, great. He doesn't necessarily know how to advance his position. I don't want to lose North America. So there was an argument to be made to match green with a 6. But if green breaks, I'll just swing back around with the 20 now. And you know, Orion's Dagger. What's up, man? Thank you so much for the prime. And thank you, Chad, for the bits. I missed that. I think you guys both are going to let me hold +7, though. And that's... Jackmo says, my first look at the title was, I thought you said, you're mean to me a lot. And I didn't question it. No, you guys mean a lot to me. You guys are so nice to me, in fact. Nobody's mean to me. Come on. Lovely human beings. I know, I was gifted 2 kills. It's crazy. Okay. So we match. And we're going to be excessively nice to Magenta. Because we're not crazy, we're not greedy. We're going to say, look at that. See what I did? See what I did, Magenta? Hit me. Hit me. Take it. I want you to have it. I want Magenta to go pop, 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 and then fort here. Such that he's also on +5. If he lets me hold +7, he's too generous to me. Okay, Magenta, I think, is a newer player than Herbert. I like you. Don't get me wrong. I like being allowed to hold +7, but I'm going to win this game easily if I hold +7 for much longer. I'll just steamroll. I'll just step on everyone's neck. So, okay, if that's what you want, Herbert. If that's the way you want it, my friend. You might wish that you're super aggressive and kill red next. I mean, it could be. At this point, I'm generating so fucking much. Also, this is an interesting choice by green. He raised very slightly. Oh my god. Isn't it a better thing for me to just kill green? You know what? The better thing for me to do is nothing, because I'm not in any sort of situation where I have to do something. I can check there. I can keep my stack open. Right? I'm not really costing myself anything. I can wait a bit. But green will set here. Hey, Aries. I stepped on your mom's neck last night. Does that work? Don't do it! My mom's a nice lady. Don't be mean to my mama. Green is such a noob for putting another one there, as if I couldn't destroy him. I thought about killing him right there. In fact, you're right, Steeler. I thought about making him die. Now he's going to put in 8 plus another 10 set. He is a noob. Look, he doesn't even know he's a set. All right, now we got Blacksmith's take. My take is that I think the teacher was wrong morally, ethically, legally. I don't care, simply because she used the tyranny of power enabled by her access to magic in a way that made other people into things. AKA, she treated the bandits as objects to illustrate a point. To her, they were the same as a sheet of paper or a pen. Yeah, I would say I think about it similarly. But with the caveat that we shouldn't be surprised, right? The powerful have a very long history of subjugating the powerless. So that happens to, unfortunately, simply be a norm of the world. So if I equalize this board and kill red, what happens? Okay. He doesn't want me to attack green. Interesting. How's my mom after the eye surgery? She's doing great. Yeah, my mom's great. Did it feed me the red kill? No, I don't know what Magenta's up to, actually. Man, this guy just stacked a 10 on my border. Killing red's always a good move. I'm thinking about it, but now I'm worried about green. So red knows that I could have just killed him. I chose not to. How does Magenta deal with this? So we equalize ourselves with Magenta. Yeah, he sues into me. Because green was his best friend, right? Yeah, that makes sense. You guys are a team. That makes sense. That's why he didn't want me to hit him. So I didn't kill you, Red. Are you going to help me? Or are you going to punish me for not killing you? No, it's not team against the strongest, because if it was team against the strongest, then Magenta would have done something against me earlier. Yeah, they made it immediately obvious. But it's so interesting that, like, I know, like, all of you guys have different skill levels, so there's often, like, when I get my YouTube comments, like, there's often, like, this disagreement where it's like, well, I don't know, Pete, because I don't necessarily think about it the way that you do, and I don't necessarily assume that you know more about this than me. So I get, like, a lot of disagreement in my YouTube comments. It's like, oh, okay, I forget, right? I forget. It's really hard to empathize with my perspective. I get it. Fuck you, Magenta. Yeah, fuck you. Suck right on my dick. But it's okay, right? Everyone is at their own level of understanding the game. It's totally fine. He wants to watch Pink try beat me? Yeah, green sticking around is an obvious sign. Yeah, I think so. I think those two guys were so sure that they were going to be able to win the game together. And now that they're alone, oh my God, what are you going to do, Magenta? To play a real game of Risk? What are you doing, Biscuit? Over here in Ireland. How are you, man? What's up, what's up? Good fucking kill, Red. Good fucking kill. Good job. This game was wild. If Pink attacked you first, you would have nuked him first. Neither of them attacked me, right? Red's a good guy. Red's a human being. Dennis Sackers. Respect to Red? Yeah, 100%. I could have immediately killed him, right? I made the alliance as kind of a overt threat. It's like, I can kill you. I'm not going to. What are they on? 4? I think they might win here. That's fine. They get the dubs for being loyal. I don't think that's actually all that terrible of an outcome. We won't cry about that. Give them a lot to break, though. Or try it. Equal 1v1. Yeah, it's pretty good. He's a card ahead. He's going to hold Oz. He also can mobilize a stack. So unless I have a set, I think he wins. Oh, I do have a set. Okay. It's still open. Cool. Where do you put the 20? Yo, good game, Red. Well played. Oh, no. Don't lock your stack. Ah. Well played. You're a human being. It's nice to see. Let's talk about skill levels. Uh-huh. Stu's novice intermediate. He's okay. He's okay. He was loyal where it counted. Not opening the stack, though, was a key error. So, there's that. I got mad respect to Red. He got, as I always like to say, the best of all possible outcomes when playing against me, which is second. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found some of it fun and entertaining, maybe even a little bit educational and informative. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels and come along the ride with me. The daily show on YouTube. I do weekday streams on Twitch. Oh, yeah? Green was just pissed off. Green was like, oh, man. You got the real account instead of the booster account. Did you get 2 videos in a row? Who knows? Let's find out. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.